Good morning, students. In the previous video, we completed chapter 5, The 100 Dresses, which is the story about a girl, Wanda Petronsky, who's very poor. Today, we are going to read part 2 of the story. Okay, but before that, let's have a look at the short summary of part 1. The story of lesson 5 was all about Wanda Petronsky, who sat in the seat next to the last seat in the last row in room number 13, where the rough boys sat. Rough boys here means the boys who did not get good marks in academic. She was a very quiet and a lonely girl. She did not talk to students. She did not have friends. And she was never seen laughing out loud. कभी किसी ने उसको ज़ोर से हंसते भी नहीं देखा था, बोलती भी नहीं थी किसी से, है ना. उसके दोस्त भी नहीं थे. Wanda Petronsky was an object of fun. The girls used to make fun of her. They kept standing outside of the school whenever the school was dismissed, and they asked her silly questions like how many dresses she had, how many pair of shoes she had. And when Wanda was so innocent that she answered with so much positiveness, and she told them that she had 100 dresses all lined up in her closet. People thought that she had funny name, Wanda Petronsky, which was a Polish name, and they made fun of her name as well. Maddie was a different girl. When Peggy used to make fun of Wanda, Maddie did not feel good. She felt sad because she herself was poor girl, but she was not as poor as Wanda. She did not come from Bogging's height. She did not say that she had 100 dresses. That's why she was different from Wanda. Otherwise, she would also be a victim of mockery. So in the end of the chapter, we got to know Wanda drew 100 designs of dresses, and she won the contest, and everyone was shocked to see her designs, and they were praising her. But Wanda was absent. She could not receive her prize or applause. Let's see what happens in the story further. This is 100 Dresses part 2. Okay. When the class was circling the room, the monitor brought the principal office. From the principal office, the monitor brought Miss Mason a note. Miss Mason is the teacher of the class. So the monitor brought a note from principal office, and the monitor gave it to Miss Mason. Miss Mason read it several times and studied it thoughtfully for a while. She clapped her hands. After reading the note, she said, "Attention class," and they sat on their seats. The shuffling of the feet stopped, and the room was still quiet. Miss Mason said, "I have a letter from Wanda's father, and I want to read to you." Who had sent that note? Wanda's father. So what could be there in the note? There might be the reason why Wanda was not coming to school. Miss Mason read the note in front of the class. There was silence, and she adjusted her glasses. Glasses mean the spectacles. And then, what was coming, this letter from Wanda's father, was a matter of great importance. Everybody listened closely as Miss Mason read the note. What was there? "Dear teacher, my Wanda will not come to your school anymore. Jake also." Jake is brother of Wanda. "Now we move away to big city. No more holler Pollock. No more ask why funny names. Plenty of funny names in big city. Yours truly, Jan Petronsky." See, it is clearly mentioned that they were fed up of the fun people used to make of their name, and they could not tolerate anymore, so they moved to a big city. उसमें क्लियरली उसके फादर ने मेंशन किया कि हम ये शहर छोड़कर किसी बड़े शहर में जा रहे हैं जहाँ उनका मजाक नहीं बनाया जाएगा. होलर पोलक मीन बिकॉज दे वर फ्रॉम पोलैंड, so their name was their names was their name was Polish, so people used to make fun of their name. So that's why they moved to big city where they would be they would be safe, they would not be the victim of mockery. A deep silence met the reading of the letter. Why? Because everybody was shocked to know that Venda had left the school. सबको बहुत बुरा लगा कि वेंडा का हमने मजाक बनाया, तो वो स्कूल छोड़कर चली गई. मिस मैसन टुक ऑफ हर ग्लासेस, ब्लू ऑन देम एंड वाइप्ड देम विद द सॉफ्ट हैंकी. उन्होंने अपने चश्मे साफ किए. शी पुट देम ऑन एंड लुक्ड एट द क्लास. When she spoke, her voice was very low because she was also feeling sad. I'm sure that none of the boys and girls in room 13 would purposely and deliberately hurt anyone's feeling because his or her name happened to be long, unfamiliar. Miss Mason had a faith that no one would be deliberately mean knowingly, कि कोई जानबूझकर किसी ने भी वैंडा का मजाक नहीं बनाया होगा क्योंकि उसका नाम आप लोगों को अजीब लगता था. उन्हें विश्वास था कि क्लास में कोई भी जानबूझकर उसका मजाक नहीं बनाएगा. I prefer to think that what was said in thoughtlessness. जो भी आपने कहा होगा उसे वो शायद अनजाने में कह दिया होगा. Thoughtlessness mean you did not give a thought to it, मतलब it was not knowingly done. I know that all of you feel the way I do. Means you all are feeling bad because Vanda had left. This is very unfortunate thing to have happened. What was the unfortunate thing that had happened? The unfortunate thing was that Vanda had left the school. And it was unfortunate as well as sad. I want you all to think about it. The first period was a study period. Maddie tried to prepare her lesson, but she could not put her mind on her work. Why she could not focus on her work? Because she was feeling extremely bad that because of their behavior, Vanda had left. She had a very sick feeling in the bottom of her stomach. She was somewhere blaming herself. She had not enjoyed listening to Peggy ask Vanda how many dresses she had in her closet. She had said nothing. She had stood by silently. देखो वो मजाक नहीं बनाती थी, लेकिन उसको कहीं ना कहीं बुरा इस बात का लग रहा था कि वो चुप क्यों रही, उसने क्यों कुछ नहीं बोला पैगी को कि इसका मजाक मत बनाओ. तो गिल्ट फीलिंग आ रही थी उसको. She was a coward. Coward mean who does not have courage. At least Peggy had not considered they were being mean, but she, Maddie, had thought they were doing wrong. What wrong thing was happening around? Making fun of Vanda. She could put herself in Vanda's shoes. What does this line mean? To put yourself in someone's shoes mean to feel the way someone feels. अपने आप को किसी की जगह पर रखना. This is a kind of phrase, okay? So she could feel how Vanda would have felt. क्योंकि वो खुद भी गरीब थी. Goodness, wasn't there anything she could do? क्या मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकती थी? She could stop Peggy. Vanda, she had not meant to hurt her feeling. She wanted to tell Vanda that she did not want to hurt her feeling. She turned around and stole a glance. Glance means she looked at Peggy. But Peggy did not look up. She was busy in studying. देखो पैगी को कुछ बुरा नहीं लग रहा था, वो अपना काम करे जा रही है क्योंकि उसको लगता था कि कभी भी जब भी वो वेंडा का मजाक बनाती है उसको बुरा नहीं लगता. Whether Peggy had felt badly or not, Maddie had to do something. She had to find Wanda Petronsky. Maybe she had not yet moved away. She wanted to go to Wanda's house. She wanted to apologize for their behavior. Maybe Peggy would climb the heights. Heights mean the Boggins Height area where Wanda used to live. They would tell Wanda she had won the contest, that they thought she was smart and the 100 dresses were beautiful. Let's see whether they would be able to tell or not, or they might have left. क्या पता वो अब शायद छोड़कर जा ही चुके हैं, वो कह ही ना पाएँ, वो apologize भी ना कर पाएँ. Let's check the question answers. What did Mr. Petronsky letter say? Mr. Petronsky means Vanda's father. We have discussed the answer. It was written in the letter that they were moving to a big city because of the fun and the mockery. Is Miss Mason angry with the class, or she's unhappy or upset? Obviously, she is unhappy and upset. How does Maddie feel after listening to the note from Vanda's father? She felt extremely bad. She was guilt conscious. She felt she was blaming herself for being coward and for not stopping Peggy. What does Maddie want to do? She wanted to apologize. She wanted to go to Vanda's house and to tell her that she was very good girl. She had got a good talent. Her dresses were beautiful and she had won the contest. Okay, so let's see what happens further in the story. When school was dismissed in the afternoon, Peggy said with pretended casualness, "Hey, let's go and see if that kid has left town or not." So when the school was dismissed, देखो जो घर जाने की प्लानिंग थी वेंडा के घर, that was going on in Maddie's mind. She did not know whether Peggy would agree or not. But when the school was dismissed, Peggy asked Maddie whether the kid has left or not, कि चलो चेक करके आते हैं कि वो चली गई या नहीं. Kid here stand for Vanda. So Peggy had the same idea. Maddie glowed. Glowed mean she had a shine on her face that whatever she was feeling, Peggy was feeling in the same way. They both wanted to go to Vanda and they wanted to tell her that she won the contest. The two girls hurried out of the building, means they hurried out of the school, and they took the street towards Bogging Height. It was drizzly, damp, and dismal. Means it was there was a light rain. It was wet. Well, at least Peggy said, I never did call her a foreigner or make fun of her name. कहती मैंने उसका मजाक कभी उसके नाम का कभी मजाक नहीं उड़ाया. I never thought she had the sense to know we were making fun of her anyway. I thought she was too dumb. Dumb means she could not understand anything. And Gee, look how she can draw. Peggy said that she did not make fun of her name. She only asked her silly questions. But वो भी वो इसलिए पूछती थी क्योंकि उसे लगता था कि उसे बुरा नहीं लगता. उसे पता ही नहीं चलता कि हम उसका मजाक बना रहे हैं. Maddie could say nothing because Maddie was extremely upset. All she hoped was that they could find Vanda. She wanted to tell her that they were sorry they had picked on her. Picked on her mean they made fun of her. How wonderful the whole school thought she was. And please not to move away. ये सारी बातें वो उसको बताना चाहती थी कि तुम बहुत अच्छी हो, हम तुम्हारा मजाक बनाते थे उसके लिए सॉरी, and please not to leave this town. Everybody would be nice. She and Peggy would fight anybody who was not nice. वो उसे ये भी कहना चाहती थी कि आगे से तुम्हारा कोई भी मजाक बनाएगा तो they would support her. Peggy and Maddie would support her. The two girls hurried on. They hoped to get to the top of the hill before dark. I think that's where Petronsky lives, said Maddie. She pointed to a little white house, and Maddie said that might be Vanda's house. Wisp of old grass stuck up here and there along the pathway, like thin kittens. The house and its sparse little yard looked shabby. Shabby means dirty. The area or the yard, open yard of the house looked shabby but cleaned. It reminded Maddie of Vanda's one dress. आपको याद है वेंडा की ड्रेस जो वो एक ही ड्रेस पहनती थी ब्लू कलर की, which was faded but clean. So her house was also looking the same. It was shabby, dirty, but it was old but clean. There was not a sign of life. It means it seemed like there was no one in the house. Peggy knocked on the door, but there was no answer, which means that they had left. She and Maddie went around to the backyard and knocked there, but still there was no answer. So, what do you think? Would they be able to find Wanda? Would they be able to apologize? क्या वो कर पाएंगे? or Wanda had left and they would not be able to contact her. That we'll read tomorrow. Till then, read up to page number 75 and go through the questions. Try to write the answers of the questions. Okay.